Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, we've got some kind of technical issues. Please give us at least 1 or 2 minutes and we will fix it and we will start our webinar. Thank you very much once again.
Halo, czy mnie słychać?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okej. Coś dziwnego z mikrofonem. Dobrze, ja spróbuję w takim razie wyłączyć.
Andrzej, you are online, so please be careful.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm aware of this.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your patience, and we would like to start our webinar. Our main topic today will be Niagara Networks, and the company which is like a leader in network visibility technology. Bakota is a distributor in Central and Eastern Europe, and we are working very closely with Andrzej Jarzębski, who is sales director in Central and Eastern Europe. Andrzej today will be present to you Niagara portfolio and how we position their solution on Central and Eastern Europe market. In Bakotech, I am in the same role. I'm product manager of Niagara Networks, and today we'll would like to introduce to you Niagara Networks portfolio. First of all, just to give you like better understanding, Niagara Network is a solution to provide a copy of the traffic to security solutions, to monitoring solutions. So we can provide to you and to your customers, first of all, network tabs, network packet brokers, and what is the most interesting in my honest opinion in Niagara portfolio, open visibility platform, which is one single unit on which you can implement specific VMs from security or monitoring vendors, and so our solution will be like one security tools with few security components. So, but Andrzej for sure will briefly explain these technologies to you. So thank you very much, Andrzej. I would like to give you role of the presenter. So.
Yes, hello everybody. Andrzej Jarzębski. Sorry for, let's say, slight delay due to technical problems. I will use my mobile. For some reason, I have problem with microphone. So let me share my screen. I hope now you should see the first slide. Piotrze?
Yes, I can confirm. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we can start. So thank you everybody, and thank you, Piotr, for opportunity to present Niagara Networks and our solutions. We have, let's say, like 15 slides, so I think we should be anyway in time. Let's say, so we should not exceed this 45 minutes for a thing. So today I would like just to have kind of short intro about Niagara, our solutions, what we do, and let's say eventually some few references, some use cases in which Niagara Networks solutions can be used. So Niagara Networks, it's let's say a reasonably young company because formally we were established 2017, but in fact we are a daughter company of IMT, which is American OEM manufacturer of networking hardware since more than 25 years. So in fact, some of the products we offer and some technologies were already offered to customers by IMT before we have been established. We are located in San Jose with two software development centers in Lviv And among our customers are global and Fortune 500 customers. What we do is network visibility. So we are completely focused just on that domain, and which means we provide technology which allows to sniff, to connect to the network, and to get proper data and to deliver this data to the proper tool, or let's say to the tools which customers are using. Among our customers are service providers, so we have a number of deployments for major service providers, but let's say growing and also very important part of our business are enterprise customers in some mission critical, let's say, applications, including NASA, but also some government institutions, some companies dealing with network security, banking sector, so many let's say, customers from different verticals. The point is which challenges we solve. So what is the why, let's say, this technology, why these kinds of solutions are needed by users. So in principle, let's say these days networks are becoming more and more complex, and we have a lot of nodes, a lot of devices, a lot of let's say interfaces, even intra-organization interfaces. So there are a lot of challenges in order to know what is happening in the network and to collect proper data from proper location. So this is used, let's say, this is needed in order to streamline security incident detection. So the incidents may happen in many places in the network, not just on the border, but also inside. The objective is also to uncover some blind spots, so the places, the locations in the network which are normally not very well visible. Then to aggregate data from all these locations, all these interfaces, to filter them and to deliver the proper set of data to, let's say, tools which are used by customers. By tools, I mean, let's say, security applications like firewall, like DDoS, like, let's say, web application firewall, but also monitoring tools which are used by network operation. So this is, let's say, what is our place. So we allow, let's say, to collect the proper data, to filter them, and to deliver to the right tool in the efficient and flexible way. When we talk about products and let's say which are the products offered by Niagara, so we talk about let's say going from the bottom, from the most simple solutions. We talk about tabs, so simple, let's say, passive elements which just allow to replicate data, so to get the entire set of data which is transferred on some interface without intrusion. So we are not affecting, using tabs, we are not affecting data which are transferred in some link. Then we have wide, and it's quite important part of our business, quite extensive line of inline protection solutions or bypass switches. So these are used mainly to protect some security appliances, security solutions which are used by customers. Then more, let's say, advanced solution is network packet broker technology with Packetron, and I will later on let's say describe this in more details. And open visibility platform, which let's say this is related to Packetron, which allows to deploy virtually any application which is available as a virtual machine, and to modify behavior and function of the device, say our packet broker, according to customer expectations. And on the top of it, of course, this is not related only to box. So with use of our technology, you can build quite complex networks. So you can monitor many devices, many links in many locations, even geographically distributed. So you have, let's say, tools in order to manage quite complex networks. All this is up to rates to 100 gigabits per second. So in principle, we are able to address any demand for any speed rate. Let me shortly focus on two main products. So I would like to describe shortly packet broker technology and bypass switches. So packet broker is in principle kind of specialized switch which allows, let's say, to provide just the correct and right data to a connected appliance. So in principle, the applications could be like here. If we have, for instance, a high-speed link like 100 gig link, and we have appliances which are lower speed, so we can distribute traffic, let's say, according to the rate or speed link supported by each appliance. But also, and this is, let's say, another case, we may have different appliances, so different functions connected. So it could be something for reporting, for monitoring, for traffic inspection. So we are able from the same link filter the preferred data and deliver the preferred data to the right tool. We are doing that by using a number of, let's say, functions. So first of all, of course, filtering. So we are able very precisely to filter traffic according to expectation. We can, of course, replicate traffic. So if we have one port, so we can multiply the traffic. Let's say if we have many tools which are using the same traffic or the same traffic but filtered separately for each device. We can do, let's say, VLAN tag manipulation and MPLS label stripping. So this is needed when, let's say, more advanced solutions are used and we have to really track the traffic according to its source and destination. And of course, we can do load balancing. So we can, let's say, align links which can be high speed to the interfaces of the tools which are used. Additionally, there is standard GRE standard which is used by networking equipment. So if there are some GRE streams with data generated by some network device, we also can terminate these tunnels, GRE tunnels, and provide this traffic through particular tool. Of course, let's say devices are, let's say, carrier grade, so we support like hot swap power supply fans and different so AC and DC power supply. Another technology which is quite important, and I'd say we observe substantially growing importance of these kinds of applications are bypass switches. So the bypass protection of inline devices. Let me shortly explain the usage of it and what is the reason these kinds of solutions are used. So let's imagine that these days we have a lot of security devices with very specialized functions, and in most of the cases, these devices, these let's say appliances, are in the chain. So each device is let's say analyzing entire traffic in the link, and it's performing its function on entire traffic, and then it's passing the traffic to another device on the same link. So what is happening in case any of the elements of the chain will be not functioning properly? So of course, then we lose entire traffic in the link. So because this is like a chain of elements one by one, in case of any malfunction of one element, of course, the entire link is not available. So the inline bypass protection, in principle, the objective of inline bypass protection is to make sure that in case one of the chain elements is not working properly, so then we connect the link, let's say, straight. So this inline mode, or let's say bypass mode. So the traffic is directly transferred without going via, let's say, for instance, firewall. So this is let's say, the way these security appliances may be protected against any malfunction. And let's say maybe it's also worth to add that first of all, we are also internally protected against like power outage because there is optical relay. So in case there is no power, anyway the traffic will be passed through device, even let's say device is not powered. And there is also additional function. In many cases, let's say the like single mode interfaces are more expensive, so we can also be used as converter from like multi-mode appliance to single mode link when needed. So this is, let's say, principle how this technology works and what is the main application of this technology. Actually, important thing is also to understand how we detect that the firewall or some security appliance is not working properly. So we can generate some heartbeat signal, which is fully configurable. So you can decide according to needs and according to security appliance connected to our bypass switch, which is the form, so which protocol, which port is used, etc., which IP address is used. And we simply send this heartbeat, let's say, towards appliance. And in case some number of these, let's say, heartbeat signals are lost, and we can define the number, the frequency, we are sending this heartbeat signal. Then we consider that the appliance is not active, and we should be switched off in, let's say, bypass mode. So this is the way how we detect that the appliance is not working properly. Of course, let's say we can maybe this is more complex, but we can also create something which is called bypass segments or bypass, let's say, groups. So if let's say we should simultaneously switch mode from inline to bypass for few devices, we can also do that. So it's also possible. The same as for packet brokers, these are carrier grade devices. So AC/DC power supply is supported, and there are hot swappable fans and power supplies available. Let's say the most advanced solution we offer, and which is actually integrating all the functionality which has been described before, so taps, bypass switches, and packet brokers, but also on top of it, allowing to deploy third-party applications or our own applications. Let's say any application is open visibility platform. So in principle, this is technology which allows to install virtual applications on top of VMware inside our appliance, our box, our device. And by that, we can modify, let's say, functionality of this device. So we can install DDoS appliance, we can install web application firewall, or AP security, or any monitoring tool. And by that, customer has a very flexible way and very quick way to modify functionality of let's say, of the solution to mitigate or let's say to serve some issue which is or problems or needs which are existing in the network. In order to make it even more attractive, we have, this is actually N2, it's the series of devices in which Packetron module can be installed. And there are also some other modules like Network Packet Broker, Bypass, and TAP available as well. So we have very flexible, let's say, solution which allows to create, let's say, to build functionality of the device according to the needs. But to make it even more attractive, we are working with a number of third-party companies which can deploy their applications inside, let's say, our solution. So Packetron is kind of a very powerful, let's say, computer, which is available in the form of module to our box. And on top of it, let's say, a customer can install any application which is available in virtual, let's say, format. So we have cooperation with Flowmon, with Acidian, with Allegro Packet. So in principle, there is the term open means that we are not limiting use of this module to any specific application. So we are open to allow deployment of any application, and we are more than happy to test and to create some new partnership and new opportunities for the customer. So this is a very unique solution. Each Packetron module internally may serve up to 80 gigabits per second traffic. So assuming we may have 4 modules built in one box, so we have a lot of, let's say, bandwidth available, and a very powerful solution to be created. Here we have, let's say, overall presentation of products Niagara is offering. So we can start from simple tabs, so 3225. Then we have bypass switches. Each family, it depends on number of segments, it's modular, not modular. So there are different flavors. I will not focus too much on that. Then we have solutions which are or combined bypass switches and network packet brokers, or just packet brokers. And we can serve up to several tens of 100 gigabit per second links. So in very small appliance, in one U appliance, we may have really a lot of interfaces served, and we can filter traffic at wire speed for all these interfaces. And N2 series, so the 2845 and 2847 devices, which are integrating all the functionalities, so tap, bypass switch, packet broker, plus, let's say, Packetron, so open visibility platform. So this is like top of the line. One is 1U device, one is 2U device, which can integrate all the functionality, including, let's say, deployment of virtual machines with some specific functionality. Let me maybe switch now to some case studies with use of our solutions. So here we have company in LATAM region, company dealing with e-transactions in 26 countries. And this company was using, let's say, a 40 DDoS solution. But what is important, it is using a lot of links, so it has to be, let's say, protected by bypass, not only, let's say, for one link, but for several links. This traffic is asymmetric, which means that it may enter on one link and then may go out on another link. So we provide a solution which, let's say, protects all these security appliances from Fortinet. So important is that this is centralized, high available solution. It's very easy to scale up, so to add additional segments without interrupting actual traffic. And also the same ports can be used to protect both 1G and 10G interfaces and above. So very, let's say, powerful solution, and very flexible in terms of how it can be adjusted to actual needs. Another example is America Mobile. It's one of the biggest telco companies, Mexican, with headquarters in Mexico. So actually, this is also with FortiGate, but this is farm of FortiGate, which are, let's say, used standby mode. And the challenge customer had that he had a number of 10 gig interfaces in FortiGate, but it was requested to upgrade links to 100 gig. So our solution, which is a combination of bypass switch and load balance and packet broker, is allowing to match the 100 gig interfaces of the main link to, let's say, to 10 gig links of FortiGate. And even more, we can modify the bandwidth used by the traffic according to actual function of this device. So we can really offload and we can protect. So if one of the FortiGates is not working properly, so we also provide bypass protection of this device, and let's say the traffic can be directed to some other element. So very powerful and also at very high speed, so 100 gig interfaces application. Another case study, this one is with the use of Open Visibility Platform and Packetron. So this is National Bank, and this bank is offering a number of services to financial sector with use of APIs. And let's say, due to the fact that these APIs are available to, let's say, outside the network to many other banks, there is the issue how to protect these APIs. So we are cooperating in this case with let's say another like third-party company, which is L7 Defense, and so we provide packet broker and bypass switch. So we collect information from the network of banks and from the interfaces which are used to offer these APIs to other, let's say, customers outside banks. While, let's say, L7 Defense application is deployed inside our device and is providing all this, let's say, protection functionality to protect APIs, to monitor them, and to report any incidents which may pop up during usage of these interfaces or this API. So this is real-time API attack mitigation. It is very easy to deploy it and to run it. So it's very straightforward, and it's very easy also to integrate with SysOps and NetOps systems of the customer. Additionally, in order to inspect traffic, we also do, in this case, DSL, SSL decryption for pre-inspection. And of course, this is very powerful, so it can be easily scaled up to high-speed links when needed. I mentioned about technological alliances and say technology partners for Open Visibility Platform. So these are partners we are working with, offering our technology. But we have also a number of deployments when Niagara Networks solutions are part of bigger deployments provided by, let's say, major brands in security market like Palo Alto, like Fortinet, like Cisco, like ForcePoint, or for DPI Sandvine or NetScout. So in principle, it's quite common that we are part of the projects which are using technologies from these, let's say, large technology partners. So please do not hesitate if there are any needs or any questions regarding how to use it. We can provide more references and more case studies how we can be used inside or let's say as part of let's say bigger projects. And shortly to sum up, let's say what is the value proposition of Niagara Networks. So we can really offer solutions which are tailored, so really fit the customer requirements, and in many cases what we offer is used in the scope of some projects, so we are very much also project oriented. we can really streamline large and complex operations of network visibility. So we can really integrate all the needs which are related to network visibility in very robust, very simple, and small solutions. We believe that due to the fact that we are, let's say, really manufacturer of the solution, we can offer really good commercial conditions and also some models which allow you to pay according to the growth of the, let's say, your needs and solutions you are using. Open visibility, this is quite unique platform which offers a range of applications, so you can very easily modify functionality of the device according to actual needs. So you don't need to deploy any additional hardware. You can really change the functionality instantly in like really tens of minutes. And let's say we are prepared for a really high performance and network, so up to 100 gig, let's say, infrastructure targeting really strategic and critical networks. So we have, as I mentioned before, a lot of deployments, including NASA, including some government institutions globally. So we are ready for really any demands coming from customers. And maybe what is also important, we are really manufacturers, so let's say the development and manufacturing of the hardware, it's in USA. So we are, let's say, we are not manufacturing, we are not buying, let's say, devices from other, let's say, white label vendors. So this is my last slide. If there are any questions coming from the audience, I think it's good time. Thank you very much, Piotr. I will hand over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Andrzej, for your part. Let's wait for the questions, couple of minutes. So to all attendees, you can open the chat box and you can mark questions in our chat box, and we'll answer to you. Okay, Andrzej, we've got one question for now. So first of all, can you, as a vendor, or can you describe if you aggregate the packets in your box, can you send it, because we know that you can send it to the security solutions. You can also feed monitoring solutions with your solution.
Yes, so actually the objective of the packet broker is to, okay, let me start, rephrase the answer. Usually you have in networking switches or network switches, you have some span ports and you can get some data to be used like for monitoring for some security appliance if needed. But as let's say vendor of packet brokers, so with use of our packet brokers, you can do much more. So in principle, we can fetch, or let's say we can collect data from one link. We can multiply this data, so we can replicate this data towards many output interfaces. And even more, to each output interface, we can filter this data according to the needs of specific tool, which means that the answer is very positive. So yes, so you can at the same time use the same source of the data for both monitoring and security appliance. So we can really tune the set of data delivered to each appliance according to specific functionality and specific requirements of this appliance. So definitely, this is actually quite common use case when you have even a few monitoring systems, and each system is monitoring some different functionality. So some monitoring system may need just let's say headers of packets. Some other may need let's say entire packets. So we can really filter traffic according to specific requirements of each tool. I hope it answers question.
Yeah, thank you. You've received information that you've covered it. So let's wait for like few more minutes for other questions. Maybe still ever. Okay, seems we don't have any questions. So I would like to finish this webinar. Thank you very much for your attendee and patience with our like technical issues on the beginning, but hopefully we covered
Sorry
all.
for that.
But I'm pretty sure that we've covered all important aspects of today's webinar. Of course, we've recorded this session, so it will be available via YouTube, and we will send to you materials after the session. And I would like to wish you a nice afternoon and nice day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Thank you.